last year, we went out, our friend John was like, do you guys want a music video? And we were like, yeah, but we didn't have a new song yet, so we broke all the rules. We re-released a new old song on the, and it felt very poignant in the moment to bring that song back, like one of our big cuts. It's called Forgive Me. And we had our dear friend Christian Welch. He's on it, and we in the video we're like trying to be mean or like ignoring him, but we were not in real life, obviously. Or maybe we were just like challenging. We were just like projecting. But he's an amazing spoken word artist, and we wanna, as soon as we're done, I'll like cue you. You just come in and you can no interruption. I'm introducing you right now, and then you do your poem last week. So this song is about just kind of owning, even in the current landscape that we live in, people claiming religion as a means to like oppress others is like twisted. So like this song is like an earnest apology for anybody that has been hurt by religious people or anybody claiming Jesus or like God, and then not showing the love and instead casting it away. Because I've been in that end too. So like this song is dedicated to you. It's called Forgive Me.
when no one was in need of firewood. One day, someone may try to tell you that the fact that you saw no shockwave, or mushroom cloud, or heard screaming is proof that nothing is burning. Do not let someone lie to you this way. Sometimes it is a slow bleed, and it doesn't really hit you like a bomb or a wave. Sometimes it is not when the plant explodes. Some say Chernobyl's AZ-5 was not a failure of rods, but of tongues. Sometimes it is passive, and it is barbed, histrionic, sinks in deep, makes you lose count so that you stop trusting how it all adds up, and you can't remember if it's a new cut or old bruise, and we're not sure whose blood that is. Someone says it must have come from when you fell, but you don't remember falling. It is not lost or running or explicit in the ways in which it is violent. It is you staring at something confused as it claims it cares about the subtleties, talks about calling them what they are, but they never seem to answer to the names that it gives them, spends a lot of time talking about the finite, but cuts short on what seems like will stay. It is subtle, an impassable asterisk. The rhetoric is slow and it lapses, always has a reason why it can't be pinned down, but knows how to fit a pigeon perfectly into the hole, rope through a needle, talks about bringing in, but you can't tell if it's a place you want to enter. Only a match, inconspicuous, easy to lose track of in the mix of things, but a match amongst the trees, returning to the wood that bore it, using the elements that gave it its life against them. Conflagration, an unshakable feeling, how it looks like all of the other cinder but goes branch by branch, stays just small enough for no one to notice, hides itself under the shirt, back of the head, hard to prove it's something anyone did, but you still can't recall falling, can't recall making the first swing. It's like a rock that skims itself across the water, mistaking that the simple properties of a piece of earth in and of itself speaks to what it does to all that surrounds it. How a stone that never gets wet is not good for sharpening, bounds far but never weighs anything. Its trajectory maintained only by our hands does an anchor, shifts its weight according to the waters. A hammer, though still a hammer, set alone in the middle of a pile of wood, does not build a house. Still a tool, still nowhere to sit down. 2. It is a flame whose extinguishing is ignored because of its insignificance, but really because of fear. The passiveness. It talks a lot about how it knows you, but it does very little in the way of getting to. Always points itself out in the memories, but you cannot find it in any of the pictures. We don't speak about how there's always tomorrow. Doesn't take into account the thing tomorrow becomes when it comes. How much I've kept my mouth shut with the reasoning that the next time it might be easier to speak up. It can take a long time to digest what you swallow. When you swallow so much, when we say we have hope, I hope it's really not just that it all goes away. Regale at the time we tell ourselves and how smooth it is, frictionless, the iron not sparking. When we look back and you see how many of our attempts we will find were just attempts to numb it, but there's someone standing at the edge of bruises on their shins. It still is mounting. It builds up. The hammer is going to hit something, grip it tighter out of the fear of swinging, despite of pushing pieces of wood deep down into us tighter. The blood boils when the lid's on. The heat spills it over, gets onto everything, including the pot. And trying to preserve the flesh, we burn it up. There is always time later to do the dishes until it's time to do the dishes. If you push enough to the side, you start to run out of places for things to be out of sight. You run out of ways to ignore it, and the dirt piles up in between the planks more and more, and we do not notice it until it starts to push the wood out of place. We do not notice it until it's our room with the uneven spaces. We all ignore the splinters even though our hands are aching. We tell ourselves throwing a match out into the hallway is what being the light is, that closing our door to the rest of the house will stop the flames from consuming us, as if walking away unscathed is the same as being absolved of the flame. It's sitting in our room, trying to convince ourselves that it's just warm in the house, that the heat isn't coming